Okay, it is time for some more bowl picks. Remember, we're splitting up this next week's bowl games. We did 7 on Monday night show. We're doing 6 on tonight's show. As always, these lines are brought to you by FanDuel. Go to FanDuel.com/Staples. Make a $5 winning moneyline bet, and you will get $150 in guaranteed bonus bets. So basically, you say, I think this team will win. Straight up, no spread. You win, you get $150 in guaranteed bonus bets. That's FanDuel.com/Staples. We got quite a few in these where I think the money line may be a good way to go, and may get some nice numbers on that money line because there's a couple of interesting point spreads where I think the underdog has a chance to win outright. But FanDuel is the best, most seamless sports book in America. That app is so easy to use. Any game you want, NFL, college football, NBA, college basketball, you name it, they got it, and you can put action on it, especially these bowl games. A lot of fun here. Now, again, with these, it's a lot of vibes only. So we're going to make some vibes only pick, and we're also going to bring back the coin of destiny to compete against me. Last time we picked 7 games, the coin and I disagreed on 4 of them. We're going to keep trying and see if the coin and I can sync up a little bit. But these, we don't know because it's hard to know motivation. You don't exactly know who all is going to play. You're going to be seeing some new guys play. Somebody you've never seen before may just completely wow you. But that's part of the fun of this. You're going in, working on vibes, and it's the holidays. You're watching these games. You're wrapping presents. That's the way to go. You may be playing with your presents when some of these games kick off on Tuesday, but that's all right. We will start with the 68 Ventures Bowl on Saturday. You better have your presents wrapped by Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern time when South Alabama takes on Eastern Michigan. South Alabama is a 16.5-point favorite in this game. They're also playing a home game. Also, they're pretty darn good. Colin Lacey is gone, though. He's headed off to Louisville. Their best receiver. LaDamian Webb is out. Their best running back. Kentrell Bullock and Braylon McReynolds will carry the load. Eastern Michigan, if you didn't have to go into the Jaguars' den, I might like that big number. But you know what? I think I'm going to go with South Alabama and Kane Womack, who was a hot coaching name during this carousel, but still in Mobile. So I think they're pretty happy about that there. But let's check the coin. We're going to head South Alabama, tails Eastern Michigan. The pick is a tail. The coin says Eastern Michigan. The coin's getting a lot of points in that game. Let us move to the Las Vegas Bowl. Now, this is one that draws the bigger name teams. It draws the bigger name announcers. Can't imagine why they'd want to do a game in Vegas, but you got Northwestern and Utah. Utah is a 6.5-point favorite in this game. Bryson Barnes is in the portal, but will play in the bowl game. Also, Brandon Rose, who probably would have been the backup this year had he not gotten hurt in preseason, sounds like he's available to play as well. So that's an interesting one. But you've also got Northwestern coming off a season where it started as badly as it could possibly start with the firing of Pat Fitzgerald in July. David Braun, who had been hired as a defensive coordinator the previous January, he gets the interim job. The assumption is they're going to just get smacked around all season, and then they'll go find a coach. Well, it turns out David Braun's a pretty damn good coach. And these guys are bowl eligible. They were great down the stretch, better than anyone ever could possibly imagine this year. I just feel like this team wants to end it on the right way. I don't know that for a fact, but the vibes coming off the Wildcats late season were really good. And, I think they're pretty happy that David Braun is going to be their coach. So I am going to take Northwestern and all those points. And I do realize that Kyle Whittingham historically is very good in bowl games. I know. But Utah down the stretch was not what Utah was at the beginning of the season. Northwestern, immaculate vibes. I'm going with the Wildcats. What will the coin pick? Utah's heads, Northwestern is tails. It's a head. The coin goes with Utah. The coin giving me 6.5 points. Thank you, Coin. I appreciate that. We now move to Hawaii, Saturday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, which would be 5:30 p.m. local time in Hawaii. I'm bad at math. Coastal Carolina versus San Jose State. So Grayson McCall gone from Coastal Carolina. He's going to be NC State starting quarterback next year. He was hurt anyway, so he hadn't played since October. Ethan Vasco will get the start. He started the season finale against JMU. They were not particularly good. Meanwhile, San Jose State, they were 1-5 to start this season. Then they were playing at New Mexico. They were at the Sheraton in Albuquerque. And there was a ring of fire solar eclipse. Now, this is a type of solar eclipse that can only be seen in a few different places, and New Mexico is one of them. And Brent Brennan, their coach, ordered a bunch of viewers, because you can't look at an eclipse directly, so that the team could, as a bonding activity, look at the eclipse. They did. And since the eclipse, they have ripped off 6 consecutive wins. Guys, I'm getting 10.5 points, so give me the damn ring of fire in this game. Give me San Jose State, the Spartans. Just, otherworldly influence on this team. Give me the Spartans to win 7 in a row. All right. Let's see what the coin says, because the coin doesn't get so sentimental about these things. At least we don't think it does. Coastal Carolina's heads, San Jose State is tails. I dropped the coin. Hold on. I can't believe this is the first time I've dropped it. All right. It's a head. The coin does not believe in the eclipse. The coin believes in the Chanticleers. I think that eclipse is going to win it for him. We move on to the Quick Lane Bowl, Tuesday at 2 p.m., so post-Christmas. Let's see who has the post-Christmas hangover. This is Bowling Green versus Minnesota. Minnesota is a 4.5-point favorite in this game. Now, Ethan Kaliakmanis, the Minnesota quarterback, one of the more surprising transfer portal injuries. But Drew Viotto, their other backup quarterback, he entered the portal too. So that leaves Cole Kramer, who's been a backup at Minnesota for quite some time. He's from Eden Prairie. He's from the Twin Cities. He was ready to finish out his career, go get married, get a job in sales. Nope. One more game. Now, this week, Cole Kramer did poo-poo a rumor that he'd been paid $30,000 in NIL money to play in this game. He's like, no, I grew up here. I get a chance to start. I absolutely want to do this. Nobody had to pay me for this. I kind of wish he had gotten the 30 grand, though. I think that would be a better story, honestly. But Bowling Green, Minnesota, I don't know how much I trust Minnesota's offense in this game. Bowling Green's defense only gives up 3.9 yards per carry on the ground, because I'm assuming Minnesota's going to try to keep this on the ground. Here's the other part about Bowling Green's defense. +8 turnover margin, 27 takeaways this season. If they are doing what they've done most of the season defensively, I think Bowling Green's going to win this game. So I am picking Bowling Green to win. I get 4.5 points anyway. I'll take it. The coin seems to be enjoying giving me points. Let's see if the coin's going to give me some points, or if the coin's going to agree with me on this one. Bowling Green is heads. Minnesota is tails. It is a tail. The coin has selected Minnesota. We've disagreed on every pick so far. The coin believes I have no chance here. This is going to be fascinating. I can't wait to see what happens here. We move now to the First Responder Bowl, Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Texas State and Rice, two teams that is not a bowl matchup that you would have expected. If I had said 5 years ago, Texas State and Rice are playing in a bowl, you'd have said, what? How did this happen? But Rice got back into the bowling game last year. Mike Bloomgren's team got to the Lending Tree Bowl last year, so they've done it. The Texas State guys have never done it. This is the first bowl game in school history. Remember, we had their coach, G.J. Kinney, on earlier in the season after they beat Baylor. So when he won game number 6 to get them bowl eligible, he jumped in the San Marcos River I believe the president of the university did as well. So this is a big season so far for the Bobcats. When they are rolling, they score a ton. They also are capable of giving up a ton. Here's your example. We talked about South Alabama earlier. Texas State in the final week of the season beat South Alabama 52-44. A week before that, Texas State lost 77-31 to Butch Jones in Arkansas State. That's a lot of bricks. AJ Padgett will start this game for Rice. It's not a JT Daniels game. JT Daniels has medically retired. He got several concussions. There was one in November that basically the doctor said, you're done. Do not play football anymore. And so he is medically retired. He's going to get into coaching. So Rice has played opponents pretty tough this year. They beat Houston. They played Tulane tough. They've had some very good games, but those were JT Daniels games. I'm going to go with Texas State in this one. Give me the Bobcats. Now, this time, I'm giving the coin points if the coin wants to disagree with me, because Rice is a 4.5-point dog here. Heads is Texas State. Tails is Rice. What does the coin say? Tails. The coin takes Rice. Man, me and the coin, we're getting after it. That brings us to the Guaranteed Rate Bowl in Phoenix, Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Kansas at UNLV. Kansas is a 12.5-point favorite in this game. This is a Jason Bean game. Jalen Daniels coming back for another year at Kansas, but out for the rest of this season. He'll be playing for Jeff Grimes now, former Baylor OC, former BYU OC. And he is replacing Andy Kotelnicki, who's gone to Penn State. Meanwhile, UNLV had a couple of coaches that were very popular names during the coaching carousel, but they are still there. So Barry Odom, the head coach, was named in the mix for a couple of jobs. Brendan Marion, their offensive coordinator, was in the mix for a couple of jobs, but so far, they're still there. Brendan Marion, that very exciting go-go offense. You know how much I love the offenses, like the one Jamie Chadwell runs at Liberty, also the one Brendan Marion runs at UNLV. They're not the same, but they mix triple option principles with a spread passing game, and they are super fun to watch. This one should be a blast because the Kansas offense is fun to watch too. They'll still be running the offense they ran all season. So, but you're going to give me all those points and the go-go offense? I'm taking the Rebels. But what will the coin take? That's the question. The coins disagree with me every single time. Is the coin willing to give me 12.5 points in this game? Kansas is heads. UNLV is tails. It is a tail. The coin and I finally agree on UNLV. That probably means Kansas is going to win. Guys, this is the best time of the year. You're making dinner. Maybe you're getting Christmas dinner ready. You're wrapping presents. You're watching bowl games. It doesn't get any better than this. The family's going to come in. They're going to say, why in the world are you watching South Alabama and Eastern Michigan on a Saturday night when the whole family's supposed to be gathering together? And you say, because I am a college football fan. Also, I signed up at FanDuel, FanDuel.com/Staples. I got a little taste on this game. So I got to see what happens. Cannot wait. Also can't wait to see how I did against the coin. I went into this thinking, coin's probably going to beat me. Not now. I'm feeling good about these. But we'll find out. When these games end, when we come back, remember, we don't have shows on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. So we'll be back on Tuesday night. Some of these games will have just ended. And we'll also start picking the big bowl games. The ones that I know a bunch of you are excited about. So we'll see how the coin does. We'll see if the coin gets another chance. I think the coin's about to get its clock clean, though. We'll find out, though. Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, subscribe to this channel right here so you never miss an episode of Andy Staples On 3. And oh, by the way, watch all the other great videos on the On3 Sports YouTube channel.